Hey, looking for cheap Madden 20 coins? Head on over to coinstarhub.com for the cheapest MUT coins online and use code FLEX for 10% off your order. What's good, YouTube? It's your boy K-Flex. I'm back with another video, and I just got finished watching the Miami Dolphins' first preseason game. I don't even know where to start. It's so much to really just take in from this preseason game. I just want to first say, Falcons, yes, we whooped y'all. Alright, it happened, you know what I'm saying? We did it last time we played in an actual meaningful game as well, so don't say, oh, it's just a preseason. Yeah, we whooped y'all ass. It's fine, you know, we did it again. And yes, if we would have lost the game, I would have said, oh yeah, it's just a preseason, it doesn't matter, because it really honestly doesn't. But since we won, I'm going to say we whooped y'all ass. It's just the way I'm going to do it. That's just what I feel like doing today, okay? We whooped y'all ass. We sure did. But anyways, nah, seriously. What a game. Now, really, I don't pay attention to the final score in the preseason, but I do pay attention to the things that happened. Now, it was some bad things and it was some good things, but I think overall, this was a good experience. I feel like in the whole first quarter, like at least the first half of the first quarter, y'all, I think everybody on the Dolphins was just nervous, to be honest with you. I think even the coaching staff, because y'all got to remember, Chad O'Shea, Brian Flores, I know that y'all, they get a lot of praise like they're veterans. They're not veterans. Like Chad O'Shea wasn't no play caller in New England. Brian Flores wasn't no damn head coach, obviously, and then I don't know Patrick Graham's history like that, but I don't think he ever called plays either. So you have two people in there calling plays that really have never called plays, unless Patrick Graham has. I don't think he has, but even if he has, it's only been a little bit. You have Brian Flores, who's obviously never been a head coach, and then you have Chad O'Shea, who's never called plays. And so I think at the beginning of the game, not only were the players nervous already, but I think the coaching staff was nervous too. And so it showed. It wasn't like the beginning of the game, the first drive was okay. Ryan Fitzpatrick's first job was okay. You got 3 right, and then the second job you punt the ball. It was a terrible job. But as the game went on, I think everybody started to settle in. The whole team, as well as the coaches, everybody started to settle in, and things started looking good. Now, but Ryan Fitzpatrick looked okay, right? He only had 2 drives, so he didn't get that much chance to prove himself to be the starting quarterback or whatever. But Josh Rosen came in, and Josh Rosen looked good. We got a touchdown on his first drive. He came in the game. His second drive, he threw an inexplicable pick. Now, I would never defend that pick. I don't know what the world Josh Rosen was thinking on that second drive when he threw that interception right to the dude. The dude didn't even bait him. He was standing right beside him. He just threw it to him. You know what I'm saying? So that was like the worst mistake he made all night, though. Other than that, he showed good pocket presence, which is always important. You never know what type of pocket presence somebody's gonna show until, you know, there's an actual real game. He showed good pocket presence. I was getting super upset with the freaking line because we couldn't even tell if Josh Rosen was good or not because our line would not block for him. But when they settled in, or I could say when the Falcons' worst line got in so that we could actually have time to throw the ball, then Josh Rosen looked pretty good. At the beginning, though, he literally couldn't get the ball off. Like, he literally could not get the ball off. I don't know what the hell is wrong with our line every year, every time, but obviously that wasn't the starters anyways. And I think next week, Laramie Tunsil needs to play. I just need to see our starting line work together, or whoever's starting at the time. I need to see our starting line work together, you know what I'm saying, for a drive or two, because right now I'm not too confident in our line, okay? We only started getting blocking after Falcons' third string line came in or whatever. I don't know about our line, guys. Other than that, our offense looks good. Our defense, on the other hand, we cannot ignore the fact that Matt Schaub and Ito Smith scored on pretty much our starting defense. Now, Minkah Fitzpatrick, I don't know what the hell is going on with him, okay? And I like Minkah as much as the next man. I think he works hard. I think he was bust-proof. I don't know what's wrong with him. I don't know why he's not at safety number 1, starting safety. I understand he's great in the nickel, but he missed a tackle in the nickel and gave up a touchdown pretty much. So it's like, Minkah is shaky, but obviously the first preseason game, everybody make mistakes, mark it up. But I'm just saying, all these signs of Minkah, it looking kind of shaky, I ain't gonna lie. As far as pass rush goes, much to be desired. We didn't start getting pressure or sacks until obviously the Falcons' third string line was in the game, and we had our third string line in the game. Then we were able to get some sacks, but as far as the pressure on defense goes, it didn't look great. And like I said, the starting defense just did not look great. They obviously scored 27 on us, could have scored more. And just the starting defense as a whole, I would expect more out of them next week. But as far as our offense goes, Josh Rosen, man, that's what I need to talk about. And Preston freaking Williams. Preston Williams is this is a Preston Williams fan page at this point, okay? That's how much I love Preston Williams at this point. This man made so many plays. I'm starting to say he made more plays than Devontae Parker ever made in his life, but I think I would be reaching right there because Devontae Parker has made plays. but he made a lot of plays in this game. Put it this way, he probably didn't half the Devontae Parker's made plays. So that was awesome. So that was super awesome to see Preston Williams. You hear a lot about him in the training camp, and I never really paid no mind to it because I'm like, it's training camp. Y'all said the same thing like Mike Gesicki, and he never really turned out to be that special to me as of right now. But this dude, Preston Williams, is a monster. He's a monster. It's just no way around it. So he's going to make the team, and we have decisions to make in that receiving spot. I don't know who's going to get the short end of the stick. I thought Preston Williams was probably not going to make the team. Just based off of, I didn't think he was going to translate like this into the actual game. Now that he translates to the actual game, I think this game alone is enough to get him a lock to the roster. He's a lock already in my head. Matter of fact, he should be a lock in everybody's head. Preston Williams is a lock. So now you got Preston Williams, you still got Albert Woods, you still got Jakeem Grant, you still got Kenny Stills. We got decisions to make a receiver. Bryce Butler, you got decisions. And then the number 16 that came in at the end, he looked pretty good too in the slot. I don't know his name, but number 16 with long hair. I just don't know. I just don't know who we're gonna do at receiver, y'all. But it's a good issue to have. It's just so many great receivers that we have on this team, man. There's so many good receivers. Receivers is the least of our worries on offense. Now, Josh Rosen was throwing some dots. He was dealing. Let's go look at his stats. He ended up going 13 for 20, 191 yards, and 0 touchdowns and 1 interception, and led multiple scoring drives. I think he scored on at least like half of his drives. We scored points. Now. The interception, like I said, was horrible, was horrid. I won't defend that, but everything else, he looked solid. Ryan Fitzpatrick, obviously in limited fashion, only went 2 for 5 with 20 yards. So that's not really that great. Jake Woodard came in here and looked great for a while, and then he threw a pick 6 on like the last drive, but it ended up dropping it. Number 35 ended up dropping it, but it was a pick 6 that he threw. So Josh Rosen definitely, to me, looked the best out of any of the quarterbacks today. Obviously, he had the most time. And I like it that way. I'm glad that Josh Rosen is not technically the starter because it gives him more time in the preseason. It gives him more time to see him. Okay. I don't want to forget nothing, but yeah, that man Preston Williams, he just made he made the game to me. You know what I'm saying? Preston Williams literally made this preseason game worth watching to a point because it was just every play. He was just mossing somebody. Then I'm gonna tell you when I knew he was special when all the doubts was answered, bro. When all doubts was answered, when he tiptoed on the sideline, caught that pass leaning like this, I was like, yeah, I'm not gonna deny him no more. This motherfucker real, okay? He's real. I don't care if it's preseason, he's real. All right. People think he was bailing out Josh Rosen. Well, Josh Rosen has to get the ball to him at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? Don't be scared to give it to your 6'5" wide receiver one-on-one. You know what I'm saying? Don't be scared if you want to throw it up to him. That's what he's here for. As far as the running game goes, I think the running game was solid. Don't think it was great. It was solid though. All the touchdowns really did come on the ground. You know what I'm saying? But it was all like near the goal line. Myles Gaskin looked great, obviously against terrible people, but he looked amazing. Like a little Darren Sproles. I don't think Mark Walton didn't play too well, but you know, it is what it is. Kalen Balazs looked great. Drake in limited fashion looked all right. You know what I'm saying? So, really looked good. Honestly, Chandler Cox with a huge block on one of the touchdown runs. It feels good to have a fullback. You know what I'm saying? I think, you know what I'm saying, we need to utilize that a lot more because he's a beast. We need to utilize these fullback runs, these I-form formations with get a fullback back there to clear a way up for our running backs. I liked it a lot. But yeah, man, I ain't gonna lie, this was an amazing game to watch. Allen Hurns even, you know, had a decent game up until he fumbled on the screen. Those are mistakes you cannot have, especially with the wide receiving core being this deep. You cannot have those mistakes. I'm trying to make sure I'm not missing nothing. Like I said, our starting defense didn't look that great. Our backup defenders, they looked better. They didn't look that great either. I mean, at the end of the day, we got some pass rushing. We got some pass rushing from, what is that end's name? Hendricks. Hendricks got some great pass rushing, but like I said, he was going up against, you know, third stringers, so I don't know. And then they end up getting tired in the fourth quarter, which I don't know how because you didn't even play the whole game. So imagine if you had to play a whole game, how are you that tired? So I don't know about the pass rushing like that, guys. It's still suspect. But I'm just happy we were able to get the win, first of all, you know, and I'm just happy that, you know, I got to see the Dolphins play. Cannot really complain about anything. Obviously, the MVP of the game is Preston Williams. I'm looking forward to next week to watch him play again. Honestly, Preston Williams is I mean, this dude is a monster. Trying to think, make sure I'm not missing nothing. Like I said, our starting defense, I hope to see more of them next week. Hope to see them play better. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, you can't give up a touchdown to Edo Smith and Matt Schaub. You just cannot do that. And I also want to see Laramie Tunsil play next week. I don't know if I want to see Laramie Tunsil play next week. I want to see our starting line play next week. You know, for 1 or 2 drives, because I need to see if these dudes can block. I don't know if they can or not. And if they can't block, it's hard. Like, I literally couldn't even really like see Chad O'Shea's play calling because the line wasn't blocking. Like, I couldn't analyze Josh Rosen, and I couldn't even see Chad O'Shea's play calling. I'm like, are we calling good plays? I can't tell. Nobody's blocking. The plays never developing. Now, by the time, you know, their third stringers came in and whatnot, and our line started blocking, then I got to see, oh yeah, he's calling great plays. But at the whole first half, I couldn't even analyze how the play calling was because nobody was blocking. Overall, though, some things have to be smoother, but I mean, this is as best as I could ask for, I guess, the first game. You know, it wasn't that bad. Way more positives than bad news, I would say. And the last point I want to make before I leave is Josh Rosen has to play this season, guys. And I hope you guys actually understand that and realize that now. Josh Rosen has to play this season. Maybe it's easier for people to comprehend now that it's happened, now that y'all have seen him on the field. He literally has to play this season because if he don't play this season, I don't care if Fitzmagic beats him out in a competition. I'm not saying Josh Rosen has to play all 16 games or has to start. I'm saying he has to play, though, at least 8. Even if Fitzpatrick beats him out, Fitzpatrick is not the future. Fitzpatrick, you're looking at our whole entire roster. Our whole roster is young, building up for the future, and then we have Ryan Fitzpatrick starting at quarterback. Like, no, that's just not how it's supposed to be. We have to see what we have in Josh Rosen. Ryan Fitzpatrick's not going to be a quarterback in the NFL much longer. All right? Now, could y'all imagine this? All the rest of our young talent developed how they supposed to. But Josh Rosen is a bum because he never got to play. We don't know because we got Ryan Fitzpatrick starting. Now Ryan Fitzpatrick leaves, retires, whatever. Josh Rosen, around all this talent, can't get the job done because you know why? Because he's a bum, because we never got to see him. But now we got to see him, and he looks pretty good in preseason. We need to see him in the regular season. We need to see what we have. Do we have that young quarterback to go with the rest of our young team, or do we need to get that young quarterback to go with the rest of our team? It's that, and we have to see that. Right now, Josh Rosen look good in the preseason. So obviously, anytime Ryan Fitzpatrick throws an interception, people are going to be demanding for Josh Rosen. That's just the way it's going to be. So like it or not, Josh Rosen has to play this season. That's the last point I want to make. Josh Rosen had a great game. He had a really super bad pick that, you know, you can't call it a great pass, but great game, but he threw a lot of great passes, okay? And hopefully this woke y'all up on why he has to play this season. He has to. I don't care about what the practice. In game, he has to play in game, okay? He has to. Jerome Baker in very limited action had four tackles, you know what I'm saying? He's flying around everywhere. He's going to be a great linebacker for us. TJ McDonald, you know, I didn't really like the way he played. I saw him, like, bite down on the play action hard as fuck, gave up a long gain. But other than that, guys, let me know in the comment section what you guys think. Anything that I missed, maybe that I didn't speak about. I honestly probably forgot some stuff because it was so much to digest. You're trying to digest every player. Christian Wilkins, if anybody cares about the rookies all look good. Christian Wilkins, even, you know, he looked good at times. There was some times where I was like, you know, he wasn't in the play that much, but, you know, he's a rookie. But, you know, he looked definitely better than some of our defensive tackles we had in the past, you know, in his first action. Van Ginkel looked pretty good. All our rookies looked pretty solid. They looked about what I would expect out of them, except for Preston Williams. He just looked out this universe. But anyways, guys, I'm not going to hold y'all too long. It's late night already. Let me know in the comment section what you guys think about the preseason game. Like, comment, subscribe. Do y'all feel like better about our team? Do y'all feel worse about our team? Let me know in the comment section. I will be responding to comments pretty much all night. Like, comment, subscribe. Road to 8K underway. It's your boy K flexing. Big W's. Get used to it. I'm out.